Hey y'all, a sweet lady named Denise sent me a recipe for some cornbread, and she said it is so good it'll knock your socks off. So I'm calling this knock your socks off cornbread. And I made some enchilada soup that I'm gonna have the cornbread with, and I posted the enchilada soup yesterday, so the cornbread is today, what you're watching now. So it's real simple to make, and I will put the camera down. I will say I've already got my pan in the oven greased and oil put in it, and you want it super hot. So now we will put together the cornbread and just my bowl and spatula, and I'm gonna add a cup of self-rising cornmeal, and I'm gonna add an egg, which I meant to put the egg first and beat it up, but I didn't, so you'll want to do that first if you can, is beat up your egg. Then I'm adding a cup of buttermilk, and this is just milk with some vinegar put in it to make buttermilk, and you can see it has the kernels and all in it, just like buttermilk. And then what I will call the secret ingredient is mayonnaise, and the recipe calls for half of a cup. So I will put what I feel like is half of a cup. And this really will make it moist. She says that this will be moist for days after you make it. So I'm gonna just stir everything up. And I do like sweet cornbread, so what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of sugar. The recipe does not call for it, but I'm gonna add it just because that's the way I like my cornbread. And you don't ever want to beat your cornbread mixture too much, or it'll make your cornbread tough. So I'm gonna just get a little, this is Splenda, and I'm gonna put some Splenda in there. If you like sweet cornbread, just use your what's the word I want? If you only like it a little bit sweet, only put a little bit of Splenda or sugar. If you like it a lot sweet, put a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. So now that's all ready. That was very simple. I'm going to pull out the pan, and I'm using my cast iron. This was my mom's. For many years, my mom used this, and now I use it. There's some grease in it, which my mom would always pour that back into the batter. She'd give it 1 or 2 little stirs like that, and then pour this in the pan. And you can tell by the color of that grease that it was hot. So I'm gonna stick this back in the oven. And it's supposed to cook on 375 for 20 to 25 minutes. So we will be back shortly and I will let you see what it looks like. The cornbread's ready, so let's take a look at it and give it a try. And there it is, nice and golden brown. This is my small cast iron pan, and that recipe did not make a very thick recipe, so you may want to double it. But it does smell and look really good. So now let's take a piece out and see it comes up because you had I had the pan real hot. The cornbread just comes right up. Doesn't stick. So here it is. It feels very, very fluffy and light. That just feels almost like a cake, a nice fluffy cake. So I'm excited to try it. It looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna just cut me a little bite off. That is really good. Very, very moist. Really, really good. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. I love that flavor. You know, it kind of reminds me of almost like a cornbread pudding. It's so moist. Delicious. So thank you for the recipe. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I did have to let this cook about 35 minutes. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.